Alright, time for another Battlebox. Let's see what's inside of this one. First thing we got here, Ready Hour 72-hour food kit. I'm sure that'll be interesting. A Gerber Freescape camp saw. Okay. A Sport Gen 4 satellite GPS messenger. Red-eyed hog or probably red-eyed hog. Some type of, I don't know, something. Bag of parts. A knife. Spartan Fire multi-use EDC tinder. A Switch spork set. That's it. Okay, let's just go ahead and go over this Spot Gen 4 satellite GPS messenger, since I can't really test it. The what this is this little box. Oh, I thought this was. What is that attached to? Oh, I thought this was attached to this thing. But this thing is basically, you sync this up with an app, and there's a subscription service for this. Yeah, you can see it here. It says service required. But once you have the subscription service, I believe you connect this through an app on your phone, and then this thing is connected to a satellite, so you can take this hiking or whatever. And there's 3 different options. You can push this button, and it'll send like a pre-typed out message to whoever you put on a certain list, so they know that like you're safe. So you can have it say like I'm safe or whatever, and send that to them. Or there's another button that you can push that'll give you your exact location. So like if you're maybe like hiking a long distance, like each place that you set up camp, you could push that button and it'll leave it, so you have like kind of like a crumb trail, so that way they can see, everybody else can see exactly where you've been. And then there's an SOS button, so if you're in some type of emergency, it'll contact I guess the Coast Guard or something. I think it just says emergency services. I would assume whoever can get to wherever you're at. So definitely really cool. And if you're a hiker or you're in situations like that, it'd be something really nice to have. Now let's go ahead and look at this Spartan Fire. I guess this is some type of like a tinder paper or something. It kind of looks like flash paper. Oh, no, not at all. Actually, it doesn't even look like paper. It looks more like fabric. Oh, it is. It's like a really thick wax-covered fabric is what it feels like. I'm sure it catches on fire extremely easy. Oh, yeah. Let's see if I can catch a spark. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Oh, it says scrape it, spark it, and reuse it. So are you supposed to... I'm thinking maybe the wax, maybe you're supposed to, it's just like a piece of fabric covered in wax, then you scrape the wax off. Come on. And there's no more instructions than just this. I wonder if maybe you're supposed to like tear it up into little pieces. Alright, let's scrape both sides. See if I can fray the edge a little bit. I don't know. I mean, that's all the instructions that it says. Literally, scrape it, spark it, reuse it. I mean, it caught fire real easy whenever I used a regular lighter. Yeah, I mean, it burns fine. But if you have this to light this, then you don't really need this because you have this. But if you had a magnifying glass, this would work better. Again, if you have a magnifying glass, you would just start tinder with the magnifying glass. You don't have to have this. That's not very good. So let's just start checking out. Let's go to the stuff that we know how to use, like spoon and a fork, and a knife, another knife, this, and this. So first, let's go with this. This is some type of seasoning. Ooh. Let's try some of that. That's strong. That's hot too. Yeah, that's really hot. I think it would be good, just not eaten straight. I don't think it has a specific like thing that it's supposed to be used on. I think it's just a general seasoning. I do think it would be good on maybe like on some type of meat, but definitely not eaten straight, and it's definitely hot, or at least spicy. So let's go on to this. Oh, these look like, oh, this might be kind of cool. Oh, watch me mess this up. Oh, if I gotta just figure out how does this thing get out of here? Come on, man. Oh, get out of here. Oh, I see. So you're supposed to have a spoon and a fork, pull it apart, and you have a knife. It kind of doesn't make sense that they would make it to where one is always upside down. It's kind of weird to me. Why wouldn't you do it to where you could have it this way? I think it's supposed to then like lock together. Oh, okay, I understand now. So you put it like this whenever you're going to use it, if you want to use it like this, and then whenever you put it away, it slides like this. So then you have them all nestled together. You can put this through here, and then like tie this off to a bag or whatever. So that's pretty cool. Now on to the cool stuff. Oh. I might not even need a knife to open this. Look at that. Finally, a knife that you don't need a knife to get into. Comes with a card, SA knives. Comes with a belt clip to screw onto this, which is the sheath. That's nice. It also comes with these grips, if you like grips. I like it the way it is, so I'm just going to leave it the way that it is. But you would just bolt that on there like that. Then you have grips. So that's pretty cool. And then, of course, you have this thing. When you have this belt clip. No, I thought maybe you could attach it any way you wanted, but it has to go on here or here. And that is very, very secure. That is not going to go anywhere. So that's pretty cool. So let's see how sharp it is. You know, we got to break out the sharpness tester. See what we get here. 270. 270. Oh, 270 puts this knife between a utility razor blade and a new high-end cutlery edge. So it's really sharp. You can see 270 right there. Now let's move on to this food. See what's going on in here. What we got? What do we got? Oh, we got a bunch of stuff that needs to be rehydrated, I'm assuming. So we got 4 meals, mac and cheese, black bean soup, creamy chicken flavored rice, and home-style potato soup. And I'm going to assume that you just rehydrate this just like anything else. Oh, this is a 72-hour kit, but it also has a 25-year shelf life. So you could buy it. So if you have this, you're good for 25 years. All right, I guess I'm going to start hydrating some food, and we'll come back and test it. All right, so I got everything cooked up here, or cooked, really rehydrated. This is the something rice, some type of rice. I think chicken rice maybe, macaroni and cheese, potato something or other, and then black bean soup. This rice, I really suck at cooking, like really bad. The rice isn't like fully hydrated, and it's kind of like half hydrated, half crunchy. I'll try it anyway. That bite actually didn't have too much crunch in it. If this was cooked properly, this would be really good. This is supposed to be macaroni and cheese, but it just looks like just noodles without really the cheese. That's so weird. It tastes like macaroni and cheese. I don't know how to describe it. Before it was rehydrated, it had like a powder on it. That powder, I'm assuming, has it's like a super strong cheese flavor, but it doesn't taste like macaroni and cheese. It just has, it tastes like a, I don't even know how to describe it. I've never experienced anything like it before. Just a plain noodle with just like a hint of like a cheese flavor, but like a really strong cheese flavor. You don't even really taste the cheese until you start like chewing it. And then you start to get the cheese flavor. So it's almost like the cheese is inside of the noodle. It's not great, but it's not bad. Now this is the potato something. This, I'm not sure I cooked this one right either. This one's literally like nothing. It literally just tastes like I'm eating like crunchy air. And like that's it. There's absolutely no flavor whatsoever. So that's kind of weird. This one's actually really good. I don't like beans, so I figured that this one would be the worst out of all of these. This is actually pretty good. It has a really good, I don't even know how to describe the flavor, but it's really, really good. For all of these, some of these are obviously better than others. If you're trying to survive and you have any of these, I mean, you're pretty much living in luxury. You're doing really, really good. So I think all of these are perfectly acceptable for trying to survive, especially. These are actually pretty great if you have nothing else. Alright, so last but not least, the Gerber Freescape Camping Saw. Now that's over. There's also a blade on the back. I don't know if that's the main blade or if there's an extra blade. I feel like some type of caveman. Oh, you just gotta pull it. Okay. Okay, so that blade on the back is an extra blade. That's nice. Those are 2 blades. Okay, what are we doing here? What is going on here? I'm missing something. That doesn't even make sense. Either this is a bad design or I'm stupid. So that has to go there. And this has to go here to hold the blade. But there's no way to tighten the blade unless you spin, unless you turn this thing. But you can't turn it if the blade's on it. Wait a minute. I think I am stupid. Because the blade has to go... I am stupid. So you put this in here. And then... Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense. That's a good design. That's way better than I thought it was designed to begin with. Alright, let's try to cut something. Alright, so I'm just going to use a 2x4 because that's all I have. I just realized that where the teeth on this thing are so coarse, this is probably going to be a lot harder than I anticipated. Ooh, maybe not. Actually pretty nice. That's actually pretty nice to use too. It's a pretty good saw. Alright, so I guess that's pretty much it. This Gerber saw actually works way better than I anticipated. Right before I started sawing, I figured since it was so coarse that I was going to have a lot more trouble and it was going to get stuck a lot more and whatnot, but no, it's just in the beginning. As soon as you kind of get in a little bit of a groove, you're good to go. It cuts great. It also seems extremely strong, so that's obviously good. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.